Hey, I'm right back with another video. It's 6:36 a.m. Very early this morning. I actually watched the sun come up. It's kind of nice. It feels good to do that. I think today is the 23rd, I believe. And anyways, I'm just kind of having, something nice and warm to drink and kicking back here in my room. And as you know, I have been trying to reduce the amount of clutter in my home. And, I have done a good job going through a bunch of stuff and throwing things out I didn't need. And I also put some stuff in my storage. Now, believe me, this stuff has no value at all, okay? It's not like, it's worthless, basically. But it has sentimental value to me, or it's something that I might need but don't need all the time, and there's just really no reason for me to store it in my house. That would be like things like blankets, books. That's pretty much what I have, that kind of stuff. Anyway, but I still have quite an abundance of it. So I went through all of that, and I've been cleaning out stuff, and I got rid of my furniture that I had in here. I didn't actually throw it away. I put it in my storage unit, only because it was the outside of the furniture is wood, but I look at the drawers of them and I can see that they're made of like a particle board, which is, I've seen people redo pieces of particle board and wood combinations. I've seen it on Pinterest, but these people are very skilled, and my intention was to do that, but I am not kidding myself. I'm not going to sit here and botch things to it. And plus, the very fact that it is a combination of that, um, I know I would botch it up, but I don't have the ability to, make. That's just that would be a big, expensive project, only because the restoration of the boarding, and some people would think, well, how would you even want to redo cardboard, particle board? Well, it's like I said, it's a combination. The base of it is real wood, and the drawers of it are like a particle board. And the thing is that I don't have the skills to do that, or the tools, or the time to try to figure all that shit out. Aside from that, it's pretty bulky, and I have more items of clothing than what the drawers would actually accommodate. So I ended up buying, a portable closet, which has 16 cubes in it, and I have plenty of space. Okay, I can even store my belts. I have a huge belt collection, which I had to get rid of a lot of belts. And it's funny because I don't wear belts. In the last few years, I really haven't been wearing belts, but I'm going to start wearing them again because I rediscovered them after cleaning all this stuff out. So I've got some skirts in here that I haven't worn before, and I will start wearing them in springtime. I have plenty of pants. Okay, I will say that I have still been wearing jeans a lot lately because in the mornings it is beyond cold, and so the denim material keeps my legs warm more so than like things like slacks or those regular pants, because the wind just kind of tends to blow right through them. But when it starts warming up, I will start wearing more and more of like the navy blue colors, and my black pants, of course, and boring black pants. And I have, did I say I had navy blue? But I also have gray, and it's the standard type colors of pants that people have. So, but what I need really is I need shirts, okay? I need shirts, like, because I feel shirts are one of the biggest things that I wear out, and I go through shirts a lot. So I realize that I need more shirts. So that's kind of a thing. I don't care if I get them secondhand. I don't care if I make them, but making things is kind of expensive. So when you're on a budget, sewing is a fun thing, and I know a lot of people who sew. Now it's become kind of an expensive hobby, but there was a time where people sewed because they were doing it to save money. It's kind of things that really have flipped around. But anyway, you can go to the thrift store. I do like to upcycle clothes, and I've been seeing some really great videos on other people who present their ideas to YouTube channels. And I forgot this one lady's name, but she's just amazing. She just comes up with some amazing things. And so, anyway, I roll with the punches. If I find something that's within my budget at the time at a regular department store, which is unlikely because I know not to even step my foot in a regular department store these days. then I would get that. But, right now I just need a few shirts here and there. Like, I would say some mid to short sleeves and mid-length shirts that are, they could be worn, casual, or they could be kind of dressed up. I like those kind of shirts. To me, that's a standard staple. It's a staple in my closet, and that's what I personally choose to wear. Get off of it. It's none of your business. It's not open for debate. Just like women who like to wear sweats or supermarket flip-flops all day long, no matter where they go. That's their choice, okay? And stay out of my business. You don't have to gang stalk me. You don't have to harass me just because that's my choice, okay? Some people really make me sick, okay? Which is the purpose of this video. Let's get to the heart of this video. This video is made because, this weekend I'm trying to not think about all the bullshit that I've gone through. And it's really has affected me. It really has. And on a daily basis, it's always there. This anger, this rage, the feeling of betrayal. It's a lot on me. This is this is an issue that has marked my life. Okay, me, okay, was marked for life based on somebody's idiotic behavior. Okay, and I'm suffering, and I will suffer, and I'm being realistic when I say that I'm going to suffer with this for the rest of my life. Okay, I didn't deserve the bullshit that happened to me, and I can't even wrap my brain around somebody haggling a person for over a decade. I was thinking how long this has been going on, like I've mentioned before, and I keep thinking these people owe me so much. I mean, in reality, these people should be sued, and I should deserve to have a life of ease for the bullshit that these people have caused me, and I get angry about it, very, very angry about it, because these people have taken so much of my life, and I'm at a point sometimes where I just can't deal with it. It's beyond traumatizing. Just the thought of that alone is traumatizing. That somebody would not just harass you at the job, but destroy your reputation, go after you, all of this stuff. And, they're acting like I need to learn a thing or two from them. I'm tired of ignorant people and their pompous behavior, okay? I have developed a distrust and dislike for people in general. Okay, and I'm very realistic in my my thought process. It's not like I'm, being pessimistic or whatever. I don't like people at this point. I don't. And it's like I have to paint people out to be low-life scums when I first meet them, and then, I have to assume the worst before I can give them a benefit of doubt. Some people think, oh, it shouldn't be that way. You shouldn't assume that everybody. I have done that, and I have just been run over by people. Okay, I have come to the conclusion that evil is more common in people than being the good deed guy. And I have brought this up just recently on Facebook about how these people want you to see their good deed. They're always filming themselves and, acting like they deserve a pat on the back. If they really gave a shit, they wouldn't need all of that. They don't need other people's approval to be a decent person. So everybody's just being like there's stage actors, there's these fake people running around. How could you possibly like people? And they have no problem being ignorant, not knowing anything, putting people's lives in jeopardy, and then turning around and getting, decent jobs, and they don't have to sit here and worry about, are they going to be able to make it? Can they afford a new bed? Can they do this kind of shit? I see this shit all the time. How? It's not possible for me to have any respect or like people right off the bat, so I can't be that way, Wow. All I can say is, I have to see these people benefit from everything, an institution that is absolutely corrupt, and they don't know shit, and they get everything handed to them on a silver platter. It's just like, wow. I know that I have worked my ass off in the last 20 something years. And I would say that I really picked up the pace, especially in the last 10 years. I was just working my ass off. And, it's like I never get rewarded for any of it, not even acknowledged in any way. You get sick of it. You get sick of seeing this shit played out in front of your face every single day. Every single day. The woman who went after me, my previous boss, okay, she's one of those people, comes from a great home, supposedly, she was basically born with a silver spoon in her mouth. She dehumanizes people and thinks that they're just like little pieces, game pieces, on a game board, and she feels as though she can manipulate and put them anywhere she wants to, And this is the danger of that overprivileged thinking, And these people think that they're upstanding people, they care about other people. Don't you dare accidentally call them a racist, because they're not racist at all. But yet they do certain things, there are certain actions that they take which proves that they really are. So people are walking around swearing up and down they're not racist, but they really indeed are. When you really look at it based on their actions and the things that they do, and sometimes say, oftentimes, So it's like, the world is not a safe place, okay? And this, I don't even want to go into the religious part of it. At this point, you're a joke to me. If you come off religious, you need to let me know it. You're walking around with your bumper sticker, but yet you live a life that's completely, it's contrary to everything that your Bible is supposed to stand for, and you could live a life that's completely different. But basically, you're trying to convince me that you're a good person. It's like, I'm tired of people who act like they have to have something to prove. If you're a decent person, you will show that to the world, okay? You don't need to ever even mention it, Yeah. People just aren't cool. And, that's all-encompassing for me. It's like I have a distaste for all people. It's not that, that I'm bashing white people, because I can see that black people, like my own family, ran just completely, like, what do you call it, rolled over me. My own flesh and blood, okay? So, no, I don't have a partial, behavior about anybody. But I will say that, that racism exists. It certainly does, and that's a good video for another day, okay? I will go into that on another day. That's not the point of this topic, but it's just evil people in general. People who are just downright wicked to the core, and it's very, very common, So I'm not impressed with what people say. Like, it goes in one ear and out the other. Nothing they say or does really... nothing they say or do really matters to me, and it shouldn't be that way. You know what I mean? People have to. I'm trying to get through this earth, okay, the best way I can without having to be too affected, because they've just done so much shit to my life in the last 2 years. I was thinking how long this has lasted, and like this has been going on. And I can talk about jobs that I've had even before I met that wicked woman, okay? So my family's been playing games with me for years, okay? But I mean, I was going back like my very first job, and I remember just bullshit happening out of the blue. Just out of the blue. And it's like, do you people realize what they're causing when they literally plow over somebody's life, and there is no explanation that they could provide that's going to make any sense, that's going to make them look any less than an asshole that they are? All you did is a joke. Okay, why do you devalue my life so much? Oh, you were just kidding. Oh, at my expense, so I don't get to work, and I don't have, I don't have a, the decent, what do you call it, the most basic things in life to get by. You could just, run over my shit anytime you want to because you feel like it. It's a little funny. You want to do what? What? It's good to ruin other people's lives. I mean, there's no excuse that you could ever come up with that's going to tell me or explain to me or make any sense to me, why somebody would do something that way. And then try to dominate and make up your own mind as to what a person's supposed to do for a living. Like, But oh, and nope, everybody else would get offended if somebody threw that bullshit on them. They would be like, how dare you? I've been an electrician for 23 years. This is what I've been doing all my life. They would raise a ruckus, but they don't think twice about reassigning your goddamn life. And then they get angry every time you sit here and complain about why you can't afford shit and highlight and spotlight these people and their fucked up ways and how they've made you suffer, not for just the job that you worked at, but for years after, and followed you and manipulated your fucking life. And then they're going to get angry. Oh, she needs to calm down. I have waited long enough for my life to get better. Okay? I have suffered and suffered some more. And that's all I've been fucking doing. Okay? Why these people think and may minimize your feelings. Okay? I don't want to have anything to do with people who are going to dehumanize me on any level. That kind of relationship is never going to work on any level, ever. Okay? I'm very careful about who I associate with. Okay? Very few people do I associate with. Okay? And a lot of that's by choice. Because I could sit here and be grinning in their face, and I could sit there and go to their house and converse with these people, or people in general that I've known in the past. Okay? But really, these people are nothing more than double agents, or people who want to sit here and gather information, talk to other people, and gossip. Okay? And that's, sadly, that's the majority of most people. They treat each other that way. I'm just somebody who's smart enough to recognize it. I don't need to deal with people's hypocritical bullshit. I don't want it in my house, okay? I used to have people coming into my house that I thought were shady, and the minute they'd leave, I'd break out the sage stick, the smudge stick, the holy water, and cleanse my goddamn house. I don't want your fucked up energies in my house or anywhere near me. Okay? To me, you're like a goddamn demon that needs to be expelled. So anyway, oh, sorry, I had to release that. I am really trying hard not to think about it, but something must tell me that I need to think about it some more and deal with this issue. You know what I mean? It's hard because every time I want to just take time out for myself, the shit keeps coming up. Because it has plowed over every goddamn thing in my life. And I hate what these people have done. So anyway, I'm going to wrap up this video. I would like to show you, I'm going to show you my desk. This is my new desk. Oh, sorry about that. Anyway, yeah, it's pink. It's not like a, you know, a sturdy foundation desk. It's not like, what do you call it? What do you call that? I don't know what kind of wood. Like, just any kind of wood. Like, whether that be, like, maple, oak, or whatever you want to call it. It's nothing like that, okay? It's probably particle board, okay? But it's pink, and I thought, you know, I want it. Why do I want it? Because I feel like these people have ripped me off of so much in my life that there's parts of me that really want to just hang on to the wonderful things that I used to love. And I've always been attracted to girly objects, okay? And I wanted a pink desk, so I got a pink desk. And I don't give a fuck if I'm 48 years old. You know what? It makes me feel like I'm 12, okay? And when I was 12, I was too stupid to realize, or too naive to realize, just how fucked up this world really is. So some parts of me needs to go back into a certain period of time. And it's a very productive way of dealing with it. You know what I mean? Because some people would give these people what they really deserve. Okay? I think I'm handling my negative feelings in a very positive way. So, anyway, I'm going to wrap up this video. I will be back with another video later. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll be back with another one sometime, I don't know, whenever I feel like ranting. Have a great day. Bye-bye.